Hey, this is your twin flame reading for the next 7 days from Jane from Divine Veil. Right, let's get straight to it here. So, Divine Masculine, let's see what's going on. I just started to do a read and it didn't feel right. And then all of a sudden, literally the pack of cards just went all over it and I thought, oh, I'm doing it again. But it was, initially with the Divine Masculines, it was like the two cards that came out was the Sunshine and the Star Energy. So, whew, the most beautiful cards in the deck. It's, you know, it's sort of hope and faith for, well, this sort of renewal, sense of appreciation and hope and faith for a good future, all of that, and, you know, light being shone, connecting more to yourself and your inner child type of thing, and just the most positive cards in the deck, so beautiful. Whereas the Divine Feminines were about a loving new beginning, but holding back on the energy, which we can do when we've realised we've given too much and it wasn't reciprocated and all of that, you know, being more astute kind of thing. That's sort of what it was mainly. So we've got here, so Divine Feminines again being very astute by using their intuition with any sort of, you know, loving offers that come the way. If there's a loving offer that comes their way, they're going to use their intuition hugely now. For the Divine Masculines now, we're looking at brand new, you know, just wanting this energy of let's, you know, start again, adventures new, and looking at options. So it's slightly different to what I saw last time. However, I did say that it was still sort of illusion going on with the Divine Masculines. So let's see. Okay, Divine Feminines, current energy. Right, well, really it seems to be some sort of focus on your own stability and success, and, well, you know, success with another as well, really. Ten of Pentacles. It's all about the current missed opportunity where your worth wasn't seen, kind of thing, and perhaps someone looking at options instead and all of that. There can be sort of like a lethargy about all that as well. There might be some sort of, well, you have some ideas that you want to bring into fruition, really, in your world. It could also be some sort of small offer towards you, really. Current energies for Divine Feminines generally. And these fell on the Divine Masculine pack, so yeah, so there's been some sort of, you didn't know which way to go here, because there was a need for teamwork with your counterpart, you know, for the ones who have already connected with these strong connections. Yeah, there was some sort of balancing act, and there was a need for teamwork. So it's just like, well, ugh, which way do I go then? Yeah, and letting go of things that went before, though, so that's good, because we've seen heartaches and betrayals and all sorts of, all those tough energies. Well, so you do look at your options now. Yeah, wanting you know, working on your stability, being strong and independent as you are, self-sufficient, and also wanting to go out, you know, connect with more like fun and friends and things like that as well. There may be some sort of offer coming its way to you. Oh, a little gesture, yeah, seeing sort of a gesture in reality, and also you know, and a feeling of like a little love and offer here. Very small gestures. Anything else in the current energy? Oh, well, there you go, but that's a slow and steady true offer there. Could be coming towards your Divine Feminines as you look at your options. Anything else in the current energy? Yeah, still going through heartache, but you know, having that tenacity to drive it forward and keep the emotions out of it all. And betrayal, yeah. You know, that's what's being let go of now, really. All that heartache and betrayal, you know, no more thoughts going in the back. Maintaining that higher ground. It's like you've reached the top of the mountain, you've got those beautiful energies, you know, people want a piece of you, and you're just keeping it all at bay, whilst you, with tenacity, really sort of, you know, keep going forward and keeping the being like a judge and jury, really, as well. It's like, phew, I'm not putting up with that type of energy anymore. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, be careful as well, because it might, you know, be careful that we are fully letting go as well, and also still allowing, you know, for fun friendships, you know. Because I know the more we clean up our energy, the more we notice other people's energy. But to have sort of a kind of, what was I going to say, sort of, you know, it, like, because that's quite judgmentally, isn't it? That's like the judge in the courtroom. So be careful that we're just, you know, allowing, you know, everyone just be as they are. Do you know what I mean? Just as, like, say yourself 10 years ago, you know, you were just being the best you could be, really, probably, you know what I mean? So yeah, so yeah, we can still choose to be around people and choose to be around different type of people, but be careful that we aren't being too much, like, you know, I'm not being around them, do you know what I mean, just in case of any sort of inch of upset. I hope that was as clear as mud, wasn't it? I hope you understand what I'm saying. So there's some sort of like missing someone here, missing energy, but where you're trying to look for new perspectives. You could actually be, you know, even if you aren't fully aware of it, you might be manifesting this back in. As you still, you know, it's like you need new perspectives on it, really, as if it was a bit confusing. And yeah. But yeah, it looks like you're manifesting this person back in, the one that you've been missing. Anything else in the current energy for, whether you know it or not? Anything else in the current energies for Divine Feminines? Right, I'm just going to clarify a bit here. So I'd like to clarify this options card, actually. What's this options card about? Oh, right. So this is right. The options card is like being kept, right? Yeah. For a deep divine connection, you understand how it all goes, but you are holding back on that energy, because it has to be true. It has to be true, and it's like you're looking at your options for what is going to be more true, you know, or just true, really, especially because what you did before was, you know, just, you know, you didn't do it. There was nothing that you did wrong. You just you gave unconditionally, and well, it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't, well, it wasn't responsibly received. And all it did was create heartache and hurts and just crazy. So now it's like I'm holding back on my energy for, you know, these deep connection or whatever. I'm looking at my options here. There is like a, oh, which way do I go kind of energy here. It's like in between two worlds as well. As you just want to continue with your stability and have a nice time, really. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on, really. And I just want to check these. Right, what's this page of? Okay, I'll take that back. That makes sense, though, doesn't it? Page of Pentacles. What's that about? Oh, well, whatever it is, it's going to be really positive. Oh, tell us more. Ooh, I like it when the sun comes out. Sunshine, yay! Well, I'm saying the sun. Well, look, this actually be some divine feminines that have got. This may be about your children here, actually progressing in reality, and it's making you feel like positive. You could be really manifesting that for them. It's like, you know, you're just wishing that the what's this? Tell us more. No, it isn't. It's about some sort of betrayal. Right, okay. Okay, it isn't about that one. It's about who you already were betrayed by, who you're missing, who you are actually manifesting back in, whether you know it or not. And they might be coming with some very, very small offer. Anything else on this? Be careful that you don't put a stop to it. You know, actually, it can either be you put a stop to it, or really, actually, it doesn't look like that at all. It looks like it's something that's really going to transform things. It can be. It looks like it could be really positive, and it'll lead to clarity. It'll lead to the true clarity, and lead to that Ten of Cups energy. So that's what would happen if that offer was to come. But what about this? Because this is like a little loving gesture here. So some sort of conflict. That could lead to conflict. Well, for one thing, it isn't grounded, is it? If it's just energy being received or sent, it isn't something that's like, well, what's the point of that? Because that's... or if it's from someone else. Let's see. Tell us more. Could be an offer for someone else who's very, very stable and secure, but it looks like it's going to create conflict and a heartache. It's going to be heartbreaking for somebody. Tell us more. Anything else? Someone's heartbroken, but it landed on the one you were missing. Right. Someone's heartbroken, and it's someone who wants stability because they're heartbroken. My conflict though. Conflicts because, well, they're being left out in the cold. It's like they didn't know which way to go. The blindfold was on, didn't know which way to go. They were confused. Or the conflict is because, you know what, if there were lies and deceit before, they leave. What happens is they leave the Seven of Swords. They leave, take 5 swords and they leave 2, which is the 2 of Swords, which is so much confusion. It's like, you know, someone messing about is, you know, and you've had to leave them out in the cold, or they've left you out in the cold. It's just created so much confusion, and that's not what someone who cares enough about you would do, you know, leave you in such a confused state where you've got to look at tarot readings to get an idea, you know what I mean? It's like, and that's created conflict as well. It's like, you know, it's like all a person does, if they're being too selfish and it's all about them, is they're not thinking enough of the other person, not realising that they've absolutely, like, you know, well, just it could, you know, it can be as bad as, I mean, look, we've had the Three of Swords and the Ten of, you know, it's just how much hurt can someone do to somebody. And you know, confusion's the easiest part of it. Do you know what I mean? It's the rest of it as well. So, and that's what happens when, you know, when there's the selfish behaviour. Just, and that's not true, a true loving connection, is it? It's if it's all about that other person, or it's, you know, it's imbalanced. Do you know what I mean? So that could be why there might be conflict, to like, you know, to bring these things out in the open, kind of thing. So, but it is the same person. It's the same. That one is the same as the one that you've been missing as well. Yeah. And so is that, because that was about the betrayal thing, and it's, you know, it's the same person we're talking about here. Alrighty, it's like, it's unfinished business, isn't it? Okay, so there you go, Divine Feminines. Right, Divine Masculines, current energy for you. Current energy for Divine Masculines. Ooh, teamwork, wow. Using your intuition and hoping for success, really, and wishing for success. This can also sometimes mean that someone's putting on a show. But at the moment it looks like it's like a hope for success, really. There's going to be success for true teamwork. See, it's that teamwork thing. It's that proper, you know, I care about you, you care about me. We've got each other's backs here. So some sort of, yeah, wanting to start again, day one, with something that's more committed as well. Goodness me. This burden's about giving some sort of love and offer, though. I feel like this read is better. It's funny, the last one I was like, oh, I feel like I need to do the reading again. And then all of a sudden, literally all the cards splashed onto the, I thought, I'm doing it, you know. But this one feels better. Anyway, so yeah, some sort of there's a lot of, yeah, understandably, you see, because a lot of Divine Masculines weren't enough about other people. It was about them. And now I think they're realising what their actions have done and the hurt and all of that. I mean, not they mightn't fully, but there is a realisation. They're using the intuition now, they weren't before. And now it's like, because they're realising that, well, they've actually got these huge burdens now, and the overthinking to come, you know, they want to passionately bring a passionate message, they want to give a love and offer, but they're overthinking it and they're really burdened about it, and it's huge. I mean, this is like the 10, you know, 10's actually completion, though, you know, after that point it'll be like, here, just go for it. Yeah, and just overthinking it. Nine of Swords, it's you know, it's so much, we're so burdened about coming together. And I've just seen the Two of Cups there, wanting something solid. Right, current energies for Divine Masculines. Anything else? Current energy, Divine Masculines. That one. There we go. That's why I didn't want to come out. Because there's still something toxic in there. So these are like obsessions, addictions. We'll clarify that card, actually. Everything else is quite clear, isn't it? And the Moon card. So things aren't fully what the same. but there's still sort of this slow and steady offer that they want to be moving towards. See, this devil card can be overthinking as well. But because the moon card came out, it is like a dog. See, things aren't the same. The duality of us is like, well, we're a cute dog, so lovely. But also there's that wolf there as well, you know. So there's like, right, there that's come out upside down as well. So it's like, they know that, you know, the one's energy is about movement. So there is going to be a decision made of like, it's not, I'm not going to go that way, I'm going to go that way. However, the contradiction is that it isn't driving forward fast, you know, because there's too much going on unconsciously, as we can see, this overthinking and the burdens card. And that's what I mean, if you see this card normally, it's like, you know, that's all of the unconscious. See that, can you see there that like that's the happy side and the sad side, and the, you know, the same with these smiling, you know, and that's the, so one wants to go that way, one wants to go that way. That's our unconscious patterns, and this driver drives it forward like an emperor, but it's in reverse. So it's like the unconscious thinking, all of that unconscious whatever is stopping that any fast movement. So, you know, divine feminines, if you're waiting for divine masculines, just to quickly move it, it doesn't look like he's not gonna, because he's just in his head massively. But still, there is a decision going to be made, you know, and then plans made and gather momentum. Alrighty, so anything else in the current energy for divine masculines? Yeah, because yeah. Let's clarify that as well, because this is like transformation into something more stable. The Queen of Pentacles is very caring and sharing as well, of a stability and wealth, and you know, there's a transformation. It may be that some have been dealing with this kind of energy to help them transform as well. So, but we'll clarify that as well. In fact, we'll clarify some things now. So, right. Oh, I want to know about this little beauty here. Can you clarify this devil card? Oh, let me move that one out of the picture, sorry. Clarify the devil card, please. I think it is about like the balance of our wild side, and but it's the overthinking, isn't it? Definitely see it in the read. Anyway, let's find out, because it could be about toxic bonds and things as well, and it could be someone addicted to their divine counterpart. Right, it's that when it all costs energy. It's like someone's way of the highway kind of thing. I've seen that a lot in the divine masculine reads. Anything else to clarify the devil card, please? Oh, right. So yeah, it's some sort of like, you know, that competitive act, like, I want to win at all costs, it's all about me, da 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 da. It looks like there's going to be real positivity about that, and like going to be shone on it. It's also is about, because there's been some sort of crying over spilt milk, realising that look at all these lost loves, like, you know, there's been nothing solid come of anything. And it's, yeah, and it is clarified with things aren't fully what the same. And I'm going to clarify that anyway. For passionate new beginnings, you know, we're healing, but there is a decision to be made in love as well. So it is a bit about the illusion as well, the duality of us, you know, things aren't fully what the same. There's a full moon and a half moon, as I say. You know, it's, yeah, it's that when it all costs energy that can create illusions as well. That's being worked on, but it's saying it's going to be really positive anyway. So that's good to know. Right. Tell us more on this moon card as well then, because I think that's really similar kind of thing, isn't it? But it might give us a bit more clarification. Let's see. Okay, it looks like the illusion is that you aren't really being told what's going on as well, and that's probably a bit about what was going on with this. You know, you aren't seeing. Well, I'm seeing you. I'm talking to. Who am I talking to when I'm saying you? I thought I was talking to the Divine Feminines here, but no matter what, the illusion is we're not seeing the full picture. We need that clarity that we've seen before. There is like it does look like, you know, there's a want for brand new beginning, adventures new, dynamically coming forward. You know, this new renewal for you know, appreciation and hope for success. As a real emperor energy as well. So that is what's going on, but it isn't being sort of, you know, shown to the counterpart at the moment. That looks like what's going on there. Okay, that's all I can tell you for that. Alrighty, so there you go. Well, divine alignment continues is all I can say. I always say that, don't I? So, right. Now we're going to find out it's always a long read, this one, isn't it? We'll find out the energies coming towards the Divine Feminine's energies coming. Ooh, new cycle begins. Thank goodness. I am really glad. Better be a good one. It's been hard. It's like that Seven of Pentacles energy, isn't it? We've worked hard. My goodness, have we? Alrighty. So, okay, well, this is you know, bringing dreams to reality, really actually working on your own creative endeavours now, you know, loving you, making it about you, using your intuition, and being passionate, and actually as you do that, you know, more sort of charismatic, and well, you just become more attractive. And actually your new cycle for some of you could be in the limelight as well. Be patient, it's saying. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be good. Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour, divine alignment as well. There is a decision to be made in love as well. It's like it's all coming together. It feels like it's all coming together for you, so keep the faith. Okay, there could be some sort of honest message towards you. This might lead to the right, that came in reverse, so it nearly fell on the Divine Masculine card. So, well, I don't know if it was. It was like, I don't know if it was in reverse really, but it mightn't be that passionate new beginning. Okay, I will say yet as well, you know, for some. I might, you know, but let's see. Let's find out more. It's just, as I say, I don't know if that was truly in reverse as well. Got a bit confused about that one. So it's like, again, you're walking away from things that don't serve you. You just, it's like, you know your worth now, Divine Feminines. You're driving it forward as well, but no matter what's going on unconsciously. It's, a lot of you have done this totally on your own as well, or mostly. And, you know, it's tough. It's tough to, when you hold a higher ground and you clean up your energy, sometimes you do lose people along the way, and you continue to walk away from things that aren't right for you as you drive forward. And yeah, I can understand how tough that can be, but it's like you're being your own, you know, that is the emperor. You're being your own, like, emperor energy as well by doing that, and being the master of your world, you know. So anything else in the current energy for, yeah, there's still a bit in between two worlds here, like, whoa, which way do I go? Feeling that a little bit. It could be to do with the love decision as well. It's like, which way do I go? So do ask for help from, you know, people who genuinely could give good, you know, help for you, because there you go, the Seven of Swords. I didn't even have to. It was already turned around in the pack. So that's it could be a worry about that actually, because there's been a lot of that in the past as well. We'll clarify it. And sometimes, you know, some of that can be a line of deceiving ourselves, you know, and or someone's doing, and it doesn't have to be harsh all the time. Again, I don't know if these are upside down. If they were, then